Yo, what's good YouTube, Mascot? We back out with another video, man. Today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I think is going to be the best lockdown defender build in NBA 2K24 on the 2K23 builder. Now, of course, the actual game hasn't came out yet. Pretty much the way I'm making this build, I'm basing it on all the knowledge we have received so far on Twitter from like Mike Wang and stuff. So just keep that in mind. If you guys watched my video from yesterday, this video is going to be pretty much the same thing. Okay, so if you guys don't know, on Friday on Twitter, NBA 2K actually posted a screenshot of the builder, and they posted one crucial thing. They actually showed clamps and what it takes to get the badge on Hall of Fame. This year, in order to get Hall of Fame clamps, you do need a 99 perimeter defense and a 60 acceleration, which is crazy. And this determines what height I'm going to go on this build, because in order to get a 99 perimeter defense on this game, you have to be 6'6". So for that reason, since you have to have a 99 perimeter in order to get Hall of Fame clamps, I think the meta for lockdowns is now going to be 6'6". So in the screenshot, this build had a 95 perimeter defense, and he got gold clamps, gold 94 feet, which is actually a new badge. You guys can read about that if you want. And he also has Hall of Fame challenger. 95 might not be a bad threshold, but I think if you want to be an elite lockdown defender, you definitely want to have all your defensive badges Hall of Fame. So just keep that in mind. Now, it is a lockdown. I think the best position for this build is either shooting guard or small forward. I'm going to go shooting guard personally though, and this other stuff obviously is personal preference. Alright, moving on to the height. Like I said, I think the meta now is going to be 6'6" lockdowns. Of course, in 2K23, the meta was 6'7", because as you guys know, with minimum weight and max wingspan 6'7s, you get a 97 perimeter, and that was all you needed for Hall of Fame clamps. Of course, in 2K24, that's no longer the case. You need a 99 perimeter defense in order to get your Hall of Fame clamps, which is crucial for a lockdown. So I think now the meta is going to be 6'6". I went 220 on the weight because they are saying that strength is going to matter a lot more. So I want to make sure I have a decent amount of strength. And then, of course, you are a lockdown defender. Definitely do want to maximize your wingspan, max it all the way out. And then body shape obviously doesn't matter. Okay, moving on to the build. Now, of course, let's move over to the best thing about the build. This is a lockdown defender. What I personally think is going to be the meta lockdown defender build for NBA 2K24. Now, you definitely do want to have your 99 perimeter defense. Again, you need a 99 perimeter defense and a 60 acceleration in order to get Hall of Fame clamps on 2K24. You're a lockdown defender. You definitely do want to have that. Now, they also do have another new badge called 94 feet. Unfortunately, we don't know the requirements for it, but at a 95 perimeter, he does have the badge on gold. I'm not sure if you need a 99 perimeter defense or maybe even a 97 for Hall of Fame. But if you go 99 perimeter defense, of course, you're going to get every single badge Hall of Fame. And the steal, same thing. You're a lockdown defender. I want to make sure I have Hall of Fame interceptor, Hall of Fame glove. They also came out with the new steal badge called right stick ripper or something like that, where pretty much it boosts your steal attempts if you use the right stick. Definitely do want to have that on a lockdown defender. Now, again, they also did say they buffed interior defense, so I'm putting the interior defense to an 80. I think that definitely will be more than enough. And the block, I definitely will max this out as well. Now, anchor still is in the game. Again, we don't know exactly what the rating will be to get silver anchor. I don't think 80 block will get silver. At the minimum, though, I want to at least have like a bronze anchor, gold chase down artist. Which you're 6'6", unfortunately, since you're not 6'7", you cannot get the silver anchor. I think that'll still be the case in NBA 2K24, but regardless, definitely still want to have pretty good interior and pretty good block. And the rebounding, now going into this, I want to have at least like a bronze rebound chaser. If I could get silver, that would definitely be more preferable. So I put my offensive rebound to a 75. I'd prefer like at least a 70, 75. I think that would be a good rating. I think offensive rebounds can be overlooked sometimes, so I think having like a 70, 75 definitely would be nice. And again, I do want to go for silver rebound chaser. Whatever rating you need for it next year is what I'm going to go with and is what I would recommend, whether that be 80 or 85. I would assume it'd probably be around the 85 threshold because that's what you need in this game. I don't see why they would go down on that. So I would say go like 85 defensive because I'm trying to aim for silver rebound chaser. And that's what I'm going to recommend you guys do for defense. Okay, moving on to physicals. Now, they said speed is going to be very important this year, and you're a lockdown defender. I think speed is just very important. Definitely do want to have that max. and I also would max out the acceleration. It actually is tied into certain badges like clamps. You actually need a 60 acceleration for Hall of Fame clamps. So I think it's good to have max speed and max acceleration just in case you're a lockdown defender. And strength, again, they did say this is actually going to be important now. I would say you definitely want to get at least like a 70 strength. We don't know if strength's going to be tied into certain defensive badges. It might be. I'd say a good baseline though is go for like 70, 75. I went 70. And vertical, now I'm not going to have any contact dunks on this build or nothing, but vertical definitely does help with rebounding and block, so I definitely want to have a decent rating. I would say you either want to go between like 75 and 80. I think 80 is pretty good. Again, it does help with rebounding and blocks, so I think 80 is definitely good. And stamina, I put my stamina to a 90. Now in 2K24 you might need higher than this. Of course at 23 that was really all you needed. If you need to go 95, maybe even max it out, you definitely could. I'm just going to go 90. Alright, now moving on to shooting. This is definitely the second most important category on a lockdown defender. 2K actually posted another screenshot on Twitter. They only showed Claymore, so they actually showed the requirements in order to get Claymore. In order to get the badge on gold, you need an 82 3-pointer this year. On 2K23 it was only a 76, and in order to get Hall of Fame Claymore you need a 92 3-pointer, which that's just overkill. So keeping that in mind, that's the only shooting badge we know the requirement for, so that's why I'm actually going to go 82 3-pointer, because we know already in 2K24 that's going to give you gold Claymore. Now unfortunately I do not know the shooting requirement for gold catch and shoot. They have not posted it yet, but I definitely would aim for this. It depends what the rating is. I'd say like the maximum I think it would be, because they did raise Claymore up. I think catch and shoot in this game it's an 81. I think they might bump it up to like an 85 maximum if they do that, or maybe if it's like an 83, 84. I would target for gold catch and shoot, but at the bare minimum I think an 82 is fine, because that will unlock you gold Claymore next year. And of course that's a great badge for spot ups. As you guys see, it increases the ability to knock down perimeter shots when spotting up patiently. 82-3 is good, and plus Mike Wang did say that 75-3 is all you need if you're a good shooter. So you have an 82-3 and you're gonna have gold Claymore. I think that's definitely more than enough. And the mid-range, now I'd say definitely a bare minimum at least go for like a 70, maybe even 75. I went 75 just to be safe. As you guys know, as a spot up in the corner, sometimes it does pull you into the mid-range, and then it's hard to hit mid-ranges if you have a low mid-range. So I gave you guys a 75, and they did say mid-range fadeaways are going to be buffed in 2K24, so it's nice to have a mid-range just in case you ever need to shoot like a post fadeaway or just a bailout spin jumper or something. So that's why I did that. And then free throw, I put that to a 71. I think that should be fine. Okay, moving on to playmaking. Now let's just get this out the way. Of course, this is a pure lockdown defender build, so I'm not really caring about isoing it all. I don't really care about upgrading the ball handle or speed of ball. This is just going to be a pure lockdown defender, pure defensive build that's here to get stops and then hit wide open shots in the corner pretty much. So pass accuracy, now Mike Wang did say that the pass accuracy ratings are going to be pretty much like how they were in this year. So if you have a 70 pass accuracy, your passes aren't going to be bad. It's going to be pretty much the same. He said the only thing that's going to change is the pass styles. If you throw on certain pass styles, it might speed up your passes. We don't know yet. So I went 75 just to be safe. In reality though, you might be fine just going 70. I just wanted to be safe, so I went like 75. I don't want my passes to be too slow, but I'm not trying to be out here like Magic Johnson with 99 pass accuracy or something. I just want to have good passes where it's not too slow, where I'm throwing constant Stevies. I think a 75 is good. Okay, now moving on to finishing, the last category of the build. I'm not really too worried about finishing, I'm being honest with you. It really depends on what the contact dunk ratings are. Unfortunately, we do not know what they are yet. So I'm just going into this with like kind of like 2K23. I'd say you want like anywhere from like a 75 to an 80 driving dunk, because besides quick drops, I know quick drops are out of the game. I'm not going 80 for quick drops. Besides that animation though, there actually are a lot of other good animations that are unlocked at 80, like Clyde Drexler dunks, straight arm tomahawks, front clutches. I don't know if they're still going to be 80 driving dunk. Probably not, but if they are, I think that should be good. I'm not really trying to get contact dunks or nothing. It really depends on what the rating is. If it's like 85, 86 like this year, then maybe I would go for contact dunks and recommend you guys do that. But if it's like 90 plus, like they're kind of making it seem how it's going to be, then I probably wouldn't recommend doing that. So I just want something where I still get good dunk packages, where I'm not going to get the slowest dunk in the game and get blocked and stuff. And layup, Not really caring about layup. I think a 70 is good. And same with the close shot. I decided to go 70. I want to be able to get like some bronze fast twitch, fearless, and masher. I want to get these at least bronze, and I think 70 is definitely more than enough in my opinion. And this right here is what I think will be the meta lockdown build for NBA 2K24. Now, finishing could change. Driving dunk might need to be higher. Same thing with the 3-ball. That's good enough for gold claymore, but if they come out within a few days and say gold catch and shoot is like 83 or 84, maybe even 85, then I probably would recommend going a little bit higher on that. It's just at the time of recording this video, they still have not announced the requirements for gold catch and shoot, so I'm just basing off the gold claymore, which is an 82 3-ball, which is pretty nice. Now, I also was going to say this, I think 6-7 lockdown still will be viable in 2K24 because of course they do get silver anchor and just way better paint defense since you're taller. If you guys would like to see a 6-7 version of this lockdown defender build, again, I think they still will be a viable option. I think this will be the meta though, because if you're locked down, definitely want to have Hall of Fame defensive badges, but let me know. And of course for the takeovers, now this menu is not in NBA 2K24 builder anymore. If you don't know, your takeovers are divided onto your categories. They have a finishing takeover, shooting, playmaking, defensive rebounding, and physicals. Whenever you fill up your takeover meter in game, you can choose between all 5 of the categories which one you want for your takeover, and it will apply a 10+ boost to all the attributes in that particular category. So obviously you're a lockdown defender. I probably would go with the defense one, defense and rebounding. Physicals might not be bad either, because if you do a +10 to physicals, you'll have a 99 speed, 95 excel. But yeah, since you're a lockdown, most people are probably going to pick the defense and rebounding, maybe shooting, but I'd say definitely defense. But yeah, I'm just going to pick defense. Obviously, this menu is not going to be in the 2K24 builder anymore. And this right here is what I think will be the new meta lockdown defender build in NBA 2K24. Now, they also did announce that they came out with a lot of new build names. So on 2K23, this build is called a 3&D2 guard, but next year it probably will have a better name. You can know exactly like what their strengths and weaknesses are, like what kind of build they made. So I am looking forward to that, and I'm pretty sure you guys will as well. Let me know what you guys think about this lockdown defender build in the comment section below. If you guys have any other builds you guys would like me to make that I think will be good in NBA 2K24, let me know. I'm thinking about doing the best center build next. I might do the best slasher because we did get a lot of new information on badges and stuff like that, like the bulldozer badge. Let me know. I really would appreciate some suggestions. Make sure you guys do drop a like, subscribe if you're new, and I'm out.